Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cycle Frontier in Depth. Today we're talking about the AR-55 in Season 2. There were no changes to the AR-55, but bullet velocity and with the new damage mitigation formula, difference in pen is more valuable. So while we didn't get any pen changes for the white weapons did get a tad weaker because they wanted higher tier armors to be more tough, which I agree with. The changes were as follows. If you have a 5 points difference in armor or pen, that's a 13% amplification or damage mitigation now. So if I were to shoot somebody with a white gun against uncommon or green armor, I'm doing 13% less damage, and vice versa. If I'm shooting somebody with a green weapon and they have white armor, I'm doing 13% more damage. You get the idea. With 10 points difference, that is 23% amplification or mitigation now, and with 20 points difference, that is 37% amplification or mitigation now. But like I said, in lieu of that, all assault rifles across the board got a projectile speed buff of 30%. That means the AR-55 got it too. So the old projectile speed was 280 meters per second, and it changed with that 30% to a whopping 364 meters per second. That is 14 more than the last Raider, which is sitting at 350 meters per second, and 26 meters per second more than the Manticore, which is sitting at 338. Oh, and in case you wanted that meters per second in Freedom units, that's about 1,200 feet per second. Now we're going to talk about the shots to kill. The old shots to kill first. It was 9 to the body, 5 to the head for common. Uncommon, 10 to the body, 6 to the head. Rare, you had 12 to the body and 7 to the head. The same applies for Epic. Exotic, you had 13 to the body and 8 to the head. No legendary existed at this time. For your new shots to kill, common and uncommon did not change. Rare, you went down to 11 shots to the body, 7 shots to the head. Epic was 13 to the body and 8 to the head. Exotic is 14 to the body and 8 to the head. And Legendary got added with 15 to the body and 9 to the head. So basically on everything above rare, it takes you about 1 more shot to kill now. But the cool thing about this whole change with the mitigation and amplification changes that they did is that converters actually fucking matter now. So with converters, if you have an uncommon converter, it'll take you 1 less shot to the body and head on epic armor, and 1 less on legendary to the body. And every consecutive converter I talk about keeps those previous benefits. So when I talk about rare, you have the uncommon benefits too. On rare, you also get 1 less shot to common on the body, and 1 less to exotic on the body. And for epic, you get uncommon, takes 1 less shot to the body, and then rare and legendary also take 1 less shot to the head. See if you can afford it. Slap on whatever converter you can afford to bring with you. In my opinion, the AR-55 is still decent, and it's still good. On paper, the Manticore will beat this thing every time, but keep in mind that that's on paper. The Manticore has a slower fire rate and slower projectile speed in trade for better pen. The AR-55 has worse pen, but better fire rate and better projectile speed. That means your bullet reaches the target faster, and your bullets come out of the gun faster. If you compare these weapons to each other against uncommon or green armor, and you look at the time to kill, it's only a 0.03 second difference in terms of time to kill if you're shooting at just the body. If you're shooting against the head, it's 0.07. And they're still pretty neck and neck the higher armor you go. I personally like the slower rate of fire on the Manticore and the better pen. And the better pen helps against creatures as well.